Hey, it's Brett here, MTBMOR, and I'm here for the Red Rock Canyon ride. Now this is a lead ride, so it's not a free open access day, it's lead. So we will have two options and we'll check them both out because we can keep up. And we're at the Limestone Canyon Augustine staging area, so it seems familiar. Part of this is a limestone race, part of this ride also uses the Over the Hump side. So I hope you like this and I hope it helps. Also, I'm using my Ashima AI2 rotor, seeing if it can handle the heat, and we'll see how it all goes. Super light for you weight weenies. MTBMOR.
Oh God. Oh God, no.
So we start our ride by having a short talk by Orange County Mountain Bike Association, talking about the privilege to be here. The county ranger says something to us, and then we start up Hicks Road. It's about a 10-minute pedal. There's about 40 of us, and we just chat along the way. Here we go. West Loma Ridge, right. All right, now we're starting to climb, he says.
Yeah. If anybody wants to pass me, just yell.
Towards the top, the leader kind of stops and directs us onto West Loma, and we're going to follow that trail for a bit. It's still a climb. Now we're on dirt. It's a fire road, but it's clearly not well traveled. We get hit by a few bushes here and there. It's primarily up, but still nothing gnarly, nothing that makes anybody out of breath in the group. All right, here we go. A little bit of downhill. Second one of the ride. So far, we've all just been cruising. Orange County Mountain Biking Association put this on, and they got volunteers all over the place. And we're climbing again. To me, it feels like the reverse of the limestone course. Let's see what we're getting into. All right, so this section, he says, is very fast. Could be ruts, could be potholes. Take it easy. Woo-hoo-hoo! Or just have fun and rip it. Looks great. Probably hear the wind, it's that fast. Ride's been a cool little pace, stopped at all the intersections, chatting along the way. Probably 30, 40 of us, maybe more. Little bushes on the side. Thousand vertical feet in 4 miles. Quite a bit of climbing, but it didn't feel bad at all. Hopefully I didn't jinx it, but I think we're on the down now. There's the rut. Finally, we're on Shoestring Trail. It's a single track. It's loose on the corners. You're not quite sure what kind of grip you'll get. A little off camber here and there. Some up, some down. That's up Shoestring. Boy, was I wrong about no climbing. Coming back. This is steep. There'll be quite a few hiker-bikers. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Couldn't tell if that was soft or not. Now we're pedaling right along Santiago Canyon Road. Dirt is a bit rough. Not ridden a lot. Still a new area. It's for riding. Our group might have some issues with that one climb or that one soft spot. Couldn't tell how soft it was, but it looked soft, so a little sketchy. We'll see. Y'all good? All right. Wow, that makes me feel old. Thank you, sir. Our community is so rad, though. This is put on by Orange County Mountain Bike Association. Big group, much bigger than the docent-led, or the normal docent-led ride that we did at Limestone last year. And we're taking the more adventurous option. You do not have to go this way on this ride. This was a shoestring option. 4,000 vertical foot climb in a little under 5 miles. Would be easy if you knew the dirt is going to hold. But this is off camber. And it had a soft bottom, so it was a little sketchy there. But that's part of mountain biking, learning, you know, how to let yourself go a little bit, stay within your comfort zone, and then recover. That bell was for the photographers. That shift was not good. Blue Diamond Road. This is a cool bridge right over Santiago Canyon, and now we're entering Red Rock Wilderness. All right, so here we go, Red Rock Trail 1. This is part of the Over the Hump course as well, so it may look familiar. They're still looking for names for these trails, and we know this is a big climb because we've raced it. But it's beautiful. The sun's coming out, it's getting warm. In our little group here, we're all going up Red Rock 1, even though that was a split with Red Rock 2. I guess we'll come back that way. And today's ride is a little bit different than the normal ride here. Good morning. Morning. Today's ride is put on by Orange County Mountain Bike Association, and this is Red Rock 1. We're gonna go Red Rock 2. Red Rock 1 is part of the Over the Hump Race. So I'll put a link in the description for you. My GoPro battery died on lap 1, so I'm going to take a different route on lap 2, just kind of get a different viewpoint, see what things are like. Today's ride is not a docent ride, but it's not an open access day either. It is a mountain bike event put on by Orange County Mountain Bike Association. It's cool because they guided us around, provided some snacks, but at the same time, you're kind of free to take your own little routes like we are today. I did a lap already and found out This area, if you look at a map or if you just ride it, it's between Limestone Canyon, where they have the race, Irvine Lake, where they have Over the Hump, and Blackstar Canyon. So when you're on the back side of the canyon, you're looking down on the staging area for Blackstar, and you'll recognize it. So this is a little pocket, but it's always cool to get out and ride something new, or in this case, kind of new. I've ridden Red Rock 1 in the Over the Hump races, and then I've ridden over on the Limestone side at the Limestone race. Oops. And I had a Docent ride, but Docent ride was a little different. So here we go. Pedaling up on Red Rock 2. There's some shade here, thank goodness, because it gets hot. It's like 9:15 in the morning. Woo! And I've pretty much lost the group because some of them are done, some of them are taking their time, some of them are just really fast. So I'm out here cruising solo. But at the start, we were pack of 30, 40 strong. So stoked. I heard a more. Chat with some people. All fun. Saw some cool jerseys. So fun little event. You can take it like your own ride, like we are now, or you can take it like a social event, bring friends along. Do need to pre-register for this. This area is not always open, and it's pretty cool. So I got up to the top. This is not as amazing as the red rocks and whiting that if you're hiking you can get into. You're kind of on red rock. You can see the red ground when you're up there. Red Rock 4 has it. But you're looking down into the canyon and it's red. Maybe if I was hiking I'd enjoy it more, but riding a bike you gotta pay attention to where you're going more. So wasn't as impressed as the red rocks and whiting when I was hiking. Everything's been rideable. Everything except one little climb where I had to hike a bike, and I think if I had a more aggressive tire I would have been fine. Oh, thank you. Just one. And earlier in the day someone mentioned about lack of trail maintenance, and you gotta think these trails don't get ridden very often, and the more they get ridden the more they'll pack themselves down and they'll get better and better. So come out, enjoy these events, and help the trails get better.
Yeah, so you might want to go there and do that field again.
How you doing?
The up is this way.
All right, we're going on the up. We did this earlier. That's the advantage of having being part of this group, the Orange County Mountain Bike Association. They do have people out here. Some know their stuff about the areas. Others not so much. Definitely rough. Maybe I should open up my shock. There we go. And in typical Brett fashion, I didn't look at the map or the signs. I don't know if this is Red Rock 3 now or Red Rock 2 continued. But we'll see when we get up here. I was riding with those two guys earlier in the day, so people are all over the place now. It's pretty rad being able to just cruise these trails, 5 Red Rock trails. And they all kind of loop back on themselves, so you can be like me and just kind of ride and enjoy yourself out here. Keep an eye out for shade trees so it's cooler. And for those of you that haven't spotted, in the descriptions I often will put links to my Strava segments so you can see the numbers behind these rides. Granted, there's usually a little bit more than what's on video, but you can see the actual trails and segments if you're a map person. I'll also try to link it to one of the trail forks trails, and that will get you in the right place so you can kind of see what you're doing. Definitely the Red Rock trailhead or staging area isn't as simple as most. The address that I was given put me on one side of the road, and the staging area name put me on the other. And I was just lucky. I've been here before, so I knew where the staging area was. My car didn't, and I was able to make it before they locked the gate, which on a docent ride they lock it right on time. If you're late, you're not in. On this ride, they've kind of kept it open, so because people are more free-flowing. And on open access days, they keep it open. But if you're going for a docent ride or hike, you got to be on time. And here we come on a rest spot with a bench overlooking Irvine Lake. We're going to continue on. Let him chillax and enjoy himself there without having someone heavily breathing around him. There's a nice breeze out here in the canyons. I don't know how often it is here, but definitely this morning. It's hot, but the breeze is making it manageable. We started at 7:30 to avoid the heat as much as possible, but you can already feel it about 2 hours in. It's hot. This is cross-country riding. If you're a beginner, this is going to be a real challenge for you. We did an extra little 4 to 5 mile loop at the beginning, which you do not have to do if you're on this particular ride. If you just go on the Red Rocks, a little easier. And just remember, you ride for yourself. So if you need to take a break, you take a break, like at that bench. If you need to hike a bike, you hike a bike. Heck, on Red Rock 4, I had to hike a bike. My rear tire spun out. I'm here on my Canyon Trail Lux. It's a cross-country, down-country bike. I try to race it once in a while. This is also set up with my E13 cross-country race wheel and my Ashima ultralight rotor. And the rotor's been great. There's on Red Rock 5, there were some downhills that got some heat up, I'm sure. I could hear not a squeal, but a squeak. So I know that was about the limit for this brake rotor. But for over the hump type stuff, it would be perfect. In a race situation, if you're willing to cook your pads because you want to lose a couple grams, then it's a great option on steeper stuff. Yep, we're almost at the top. You can see they've blocked off some of the roads up here. There's a trail sign as well. When we get up here, you kind of got to ride around the top here. So don't get too excited. But it's manageable. It's so manageable, I'm thinking I might go Red Rock 4 and 5 again just to show you, because 4 was probably the toughest riding. And if you take 4, I think you have to take 5. So you get out there. It's a commitment. So I want to share that with you so you know, if you come out here, what you're getting into. All right, this is Red Rock Trail 2 still. Well, I got to give a huge thanks to Orange County Mountain Bike Association, Orange County Parks, Trail Angels for putting on this event, for opening up some more trails for us. And the more people that get out and ride it, the better they'll be, and the more people that will be there to protect our wilderness areas. That being said, I had 2 GoPro batteries die. They were charged, so I guess it's time to buy some new ones. Red Rock 1, Red Rock 2, and Red Rock 3 all go up to a road that'll get you to the scenic outlook so you can look at the main section of the canyon. If you go to Red Rock 4, you're committing to Red Rock 5, and it's a bit more rugged. The terrain is a little more difficult, some steeper, punchier sections, but it's definitely fairly advanced, I think. I would call it intermediate if you are willing to hike a bike. So Red Rock 1 is probably the easiest climb of the 3. Red Rock 2 is the longest one, but it gets you up there at the right spot. And if you take Red Rock 1 or 3, they can loop and make little rides for you, and they get up to a road. So I hope you like this. Please ask me questions if you have any, and I'll talk to you, chat with you, whatever you need. If you see me on the trail, just like today, someone yelled, "More!" and it was epic. Mountain bike more. Ride more. Subscribe. Laugh more.
Like. Crash more. Comment.
Crash more. Comment.